Alright guys, so real quick video here for Shokio standards anyways. But I'm sure most of you have already seen or at least heard of the supposed leaks. The leak that has came out for Ultimate's final roster. Now of course every week, we have a leak on from 4chan or some other type of random, forum and things like that. And you guys know I really don't talk about, just any old type of rumors, right? If I were to report on every single rumor that has came out, I would have 50 Ultimate videos up by now. You know what I mean? So whenever I actually discuss a rumor, I tend to do that when there's some real legitimacy to it and there's a high chance of it actually being real. So obviously, you would think someone wouldn't have to explain this, but this is a potential spoiler for the final roster of the game. So if you do not want the roster spoiled, go ahead and click off of the video now. Do not watch this video because there is a chance that this might actually be legitimate despite the picture quality. And of course, I'll be pulling the picture up here in a second. But supposedly this comes from someone who is something about they're working with some of the marketing materials for the game. And so he has an actual image of the full completed character banner that, Ultimate has. And in the last Smash Direct they had, when they added in Isabelle and, the Belmonts and all that image right there. And it has, I believe, 7 new characters in it. So I'm going to pull it up here and we're going to take a look at it. The top image is, of course, what we have now. The bottom image is supposedly the final roster and the final banner image for the game. And they have the characters circled, obviously. Shadow, obviously going to be an Echo character. Ken in the middle is, of course, going to be an Echo character as well. And then you have Banjo, Isaac, Mach Rider, Geno, and Chorus Kids. And the reason why this image is so blurry is because apparently the person who got their hands on this material, they showed this, via a Snapchat video. And the reason why you guys see that slice in the middle section is because, he kind of panned in the video. And people pretty much just, spliced the video together, took images, and put it together to make one full image. So that's why it kind of looks that way. I know, when it comes to these leaks and stuff like that, when it comes to blurry images, you always think it's fake due to, of course, the blurry image itself. But again, I've seen a lot of shitty Snapchat videos, right? And honestly, the artwork looks, I can't really think of, any similar images or renders I've seen of these characters. You know what I mean? Like, they kind of look like they're original images of these characters. So that does lend some legitimacy to it. Also, I don't have the image on me right now, but the person who shared this leak also had an image of the background that the characters are in front of. So basically the same picture, the same banner picture, but with no characters. Now that image, that image doesn't exist anywhere online at all. And it would be incredibly, insanely difficult to try to actually Photoshop all of those characters out of the image and recreate the background entirely, yourself by scratch and Photoshop. That would take a really, really long time. I couldn't imagine anyone putting forth the effort to do something like that. That would just be insane. But then again, I've said this about some rumors and leaks in the past, not necessarily with Smash, but just any game in general, whatever. Some people have no lives, they have the time and skills, to do that. So you never really know. But for this in particular, I mean, just think about it. Just look at all the characters and just think about all the space that these characters are taking up. And imagine someone like removing all of these and recreating the background. Like, that would just be an insane amount of work. But to my thoughts on this supposed final roster itself, honestly, I would be happy with that. The only thing I do not like about this potentially is Chorus Kids. I think that is an incredibly stupid addition. They don't need to be in Smash. They don't deserve to be in Smash. People talk about Geno and stuff and like, who the fuck is Geno? Like, literally, who the fuck are Chorus Kids? You know what I mean? Like, at least Geno can freaking fight, and at least he's a fan favorite from the game that he is from. Chorus Kids, I don't get it, but At the same time, that wouldn't surprise me because this game doesn't really have its quirky, memey, illogical character edition, like the previous Smash games had. Melee had Game & Watch and people were kind of like, what the fuck, and Pichu was also kind of a gag character. Brawl had Rob. Rob was like, what the fuck? He's not even from a video game. He's from a toy, right? And then, of course, in Smash 4, we got both Wii Fit Trainer and Duck Hunt Dog. So, of course, kids I can see kind of filling that role of just that weird, random, what the fuck Sakurai inclusion. But the rest, totally okay with. Totally okay with. I'm okay with. I hate Shadow being in the game simply because I don't want the edgelords to be happy, the tryhards, the edgy kids and all that, but he's an Echo, so he's not taking up a slot, so that's whatever. Ken being the Echo, that's the most obvious thing in the world. That's anyone upset with that is just dumb. Like, they're literally Echoes in their own series that they come from. They're literally clones in their own games, you know what I mean? Banjo, I wouldn't really say like Banjo's someone I wanted in the game, but I'm cool with him being in there. I definitely understand why people want him in the game. Banjo being originally a 64 character, originally being a Nintendo IP owned by Rare. Makes sense. Makes sense. And Banjo would probably have a really really cool moveset too. By the way, I could really see him being a really fun character to play. Isaac, I love Golden Sun. Isaac has been a huge fan requested favorite for a very long time now. Isaac is just kind of a no-brainer at this point for me. Mach Rider kind of fills that role of like he's not necessarily, or she is not necessarily a gag character type deal, but kind of like a Captain Falcon type of character. It's like, wait a minute, like this person doesn't even technically fight. What the hell are they gonna do? What is this moveset gonna be type deal? But I think they're actually gonna make it work and have something really cool with Mach Rider. That character is in there. Geno is someone I want in the game. I wouldn't say I was one of those people clamoring for Geno 2018, and all that bullshit. But I'm down to have Geno in the game because I love Super Mario RPG. That's one of my favorite games. At least as far as like the 2D systems go back in the day. I love Super Mario RPG. That's one of my favorite Super Nintendo games of all time. And I also love the character Geno. I just thought he was a really cool concept, and I liked his moves and all that stuff. Really iconic moves. Geno World and all that stuff. If you guys kind of want to have an idea of some of the things that Geno can do or how he would play, there is a Brawl mod called Legacy XP, which is a Project M mod or Project M extension. It's kind of weird to say because PM is a mod itself, right? But you can download it, and it's not like this cheap random made by some random individual horrible looking character model type deal. Like, it's a quality mod, and it's a quality Geno. Pretty good character model, really good moveset, and he works, and he's a pretty polished and finished character in that mod. So I definitely recommend checking that out before you guys write off having Geno in the game, because that character could potentially have a really, really cool moveset. But like I said, Chorus Kids was like the one inclusion I'm like, we don't need that. Like, leave that at the door. But, one character I absolutely didn't want in out of these. Like, I'll take that. The rest are great. The rest are fine. But the best part about this isn't even the characters that are in this leaked image. If this is true, the best part about this is no fucking Bandana D. Because fuck Bandana D and fuck anyone who wants that stupid character in the game. He's a Goomba with a spear. Period. I'm sorry, but if this is true, and it might be. If this is true, Bandana D's not in the game, Waluigi's not in the game, no freaking degenerate third-party random character who has no business being in Smash is in the game, such as Sans or Steve. Go fuck yourselves if you want those stupid-ass characters in this game. And most importantly, no anime, aka no Goku, no Naruto, no Ichigo. Play Jump Force if you want to play that shit, or play Smash Flash. Those characters are in Smash Flash. Go play that. They have no business being in an official Smash Bros. Title. They are not original video game characters. Period. Sure, Rob didn't necessarily come from a video game, but at least he was made for a video game machine in tandem with it. You know what I mean? At least. But those are my thoughts, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below. Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.